Hello, I am Adam Barralet of Crystal Connections and welcome to this little live where we're going to explore the beautiful sign of Aries. Now whether you are an Aries or know an Aries, then this is going to give you some information on what gifts from nature you can actually work with to bring out those energies. Now one of the things you'll notice, a lot of the time when you read books or jump on websites that talk about the different star signs, they'll talk about one or two crystals or oils that really bring out that Aries energy. But as you know, sometimes Aries might get a little bit carried away. So what I want to share with you is not only ones to bring out the positive, but also to bring down the negative as well. So I'm going to share a few different crystals and oils with you as we explore that beautiful sign of Aries. Now, what do we know about Aries? The first thing we know about Aries is, did you know that each zodiac sign is associated with 7 years of our life, with Aries being the first 7 years? So what do we think about when we think about children? They're joyful, they're playful, they're lots of fun, they like to be entertained, they're always out there and they've always got their hands in anything. And no matter how old your Aries in your life is, know that basically this is what Aries is all about for the rest of their life. They don't like sitting still, they're always looking for adventure. If you want an Aries to do something, bet them that they can't, or make it a game or a challenge or that kind of thing. Go, I bet I can wash my car quicker than you can wash your car. And they're like, go, let's go, and all that type of thing. They bring so much adventure into our lives. And when we think about it in our mundane 9-to-5 lives, there is that risk sometimes of life getting a bit dull and drab. And so what we're going to look at here is how to bring out that Aries energy in that sign, but also in everyone. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that at the end. Now it's quite auspicious as well that we're starting off today, because today is the new moon, so make sure you go out tonight and get rid of all the old and set some new intentions. But let's talk about Aries and let's talk about crystals first. So the first one that I really like for Aries is, let's go, this is called Fire Opal. So opals come in all different colours, and this one's a Fire Opal. I'll give you a bit of an extreme close-up, and it will have these beautiful orange flashes in it. Now opals, they're not bad luck, they actually bring good luck, and they bring a real joyful, playful, childish kind of energy. So Aries being a fire sign, that spark, that transition, that vitality, that passion, all those types of things, and the playfulness of the opal works really, really well. So if you are an Aries or you want to bring out that Aries energy in yourself a bit more, then working with Fire Opal can be really beautiful to help you work with that and to bring that energy through. Now, one of the great things about Aries is, they're the ram. And so the rams are fearless and they'll dive into any adventure. They'll jump off a building without even looking what's below. And so if you want to bring out more of that courageousness, bloodstone is a really good crystal for that. It brings courageousness, but it brings it with heart as well. And so it brings that total courage. If there's anything stopping you, if you're scared to go out there and change things up, to do something different, then bloodstone's really going to fire you up and help you in that way. But as we know, sometimes what happens with children is if they don't get their way, or if they get bored, what do? They have tanties. And Aries are not renowned for being the best at expressing themselves emotionally. Sometimes they can get quite frustrated because they can't find the ways to express how they're feeling or how they're thinking. One crystal that can actually help them to go back into that playful mode and be a bit more open, because when we play, we're very, very open, whether you're a child or an adult, is Dalmatian Jasper. Now look at this beautiful type of jasper. Naturally grown with those little dots in it. It looks like a Dalmatian dog, doesn't it? So this is a great one for bringing that kind of playful puppy energy, which is very much Aries. So if you're an Aries, or if you know an Aries that's getting too serious, getting upset too much, not really enjoying the joy and the beauty of life, then this is going to be an absolute wonderful crystal for you. Now I'm going to come back to another couple of crystals in a moment, but I want to talk about some essential oils as well. As we've been saying, the vigor and the vitality of Aries is absolutely amazing. And so, ginger is an amazing essential oil for them to work with. Now, this ginger from doTERRA is great because you can add it to sparkling water. I'm actually drinking it today and it tastes like ginger beer. But you can also inhale it, you can also aromatically dress in it. So mix it with a carrier oil and rub it in, and it'll help to raise energy. Now, it's really good for our digestion. So that can really help with Aries to digest life, and when they can't deal with things, that can cause stomach problems and stuff like that, so it's really great for that, but it also gives us that vitality. Ginger has been used for many centuries to help raise magical or spiritual energy. So if you want to summon some energy to do a creative visualization or a spell or just some enthusiasm to get through the day, inhaling and working with ginger can really, really help with that. As I said before, Aries really have that joyous energy, and when we think of the joyous energy, we definitely think of citrus fruits, and all of the different citrus oils are absolutely amazing to work with Aries. I want to talk about a couple of my favorites today. So first of all, wild orange. Wild orange has this really happy, it's almost like joy bubbles in a bottle type of thing. It brings out vigor, it brings out vitality, and as an oil, it really helps to bring out the best in anyone. It's like that best friend who, with lavender, it'll go, you're really good, get everyone to sleep, and it blends really nicely. But with peppermint or something that's uplifting, it'll go, go on, uplift them, and that type of thing. So it brings out the best in everyone, including bringing out the best in our areas. It brings that joy again. That's what we love. When you think about a child, why do we love children? And that Aries nature, that playful, joyous nature. When do we not like children? When they're sooky lalas and crying and grumbling and all that type of thing. And that can be the Aries energy as well. But this is definitely one, wild orange is definitely an oil of happiness. Another one is lemon. Lemon I call the oil of brilliance. It's really good for cleansing away unwanted energy. I put this in my water in the morning to help to kickstart my digestion, to help alkalize my body, all those different types of things. And it's better than squeezing a lemon because it doesn't contain citric acid, which breaks down the enamel of our teeth. The other great thing about this is it costs 4 cents a drop, and it's a lot easier than messing around with lemons. So this is very much helps to get rid of what doesn't serve us, all that weight that weighs us down, and then helps us to actually be really uplifted and joyous, almost like you grow wings and off you go and fly, just like the Aries wants to do, no matter what their age. So the citrus fruits, as well as gingers, even peppermints, can be really good for Aries to bring out that vigor and that vitality in us. But sometimes Aries needs to calm down and just soothe themselves and be in the moment and not be rushing around looking for the next best thing. Sometimes what can happen with Aries is they're too busy looking for the next best adventure that they forget to enjoy the moment or the stillness or what's actually happening for them. So an oil that's really great for that is petitgrain. Now petitgrain is found, it's a citrus oil, but it doesn't come from the fruit, it comes from the leaves and the twigs. And this is really good. It actually is sometimes nicknamed lavender for men. It actually has linalool, which helps lavender to be very calming. This is very, very calming as well. Just got a whole bunch of love hearts and likes, so it must be a popular one. But when Aries needs to calm down, this is a beautiful one. Putting this in the diffuser or even just a couple of drops in the hand at night and inhaling that can really help to soothe you down, whether you be an Aries or someone else. And this can be really vital so that Aries doesn't burn themselves out or get overrun with trying to do too much in this kind of quest for adventure. So if you feel that you're being a bit too Aries and you need to calm your farm down, petitgrain is really good. Now, one of the other favourite things I love to work with the star signs is I love to work with their angels, and each star sign has an angel. The angel for Aries is Machidiel, Machidiel. And if you want to call upon Machidiel, he'll help you to be brave, courageous, to find those adventures and have that real vigour and vitality and passion that we love about Aries. Now we can use different crystals to get along with, or to summon or to connect with Machidiel as well. The first very common one is good old tiger's eye. Has that energy of the sun again. The sun is really great for revitalizing Aries. It really helps to lift them and help them to feel great. So if you're an Aries or you know an Aries that's feeling really flat, get out and get some sunshine. Vitamin D is really, really important. But tiger's eye has that uplifting solar energy as well. If you're looking for something a bit more high vibration to connect with Machidiel, this beautiful angel, then this is called zincite. Now zincite it's found in several places, but most commonly found in a man-made environment, but a natural scenario. It's found in the chimneys of zinc smelters. It's a zinc oxide. This is an amazing powerhouse crystal. It really helps to fire up that energy, and I remember a friend holding it once, and she's like, "Whew, I think I need to go home and see my partner." Really good for the sex drive and the libido and that type of thing as well. So if you want to connect with that Aries energy and bring down Machidiel in a really powerful way, then zincite's going to be absolutely amazing. So these are some great crystals and some great oils that you can use to help bring out and balance that Aryan energy. I hope you've really enjoyed that, and stay tuned because each day at the same time for the next 11 days, I'm going to work my way through all the 12 zodiac signs. Now the interesting thing about this is, although you may have a sun sign or a zodiac sign, did you know that you have each of the different star signs in you in some way? I teach that in my new Nature's Healers course, which is starting in 12 days. It's a 6-month online course where we work our way through all the zodiac signs. I'll give you more crystals and more oils and like a match-a-deal blend that you can use to really bring in that angel if you love connecting with angels. And if you want to learn more about this, then I'd love you to be part of the Nature's Healers course. Not only do we learn about the zodiacs, but we learn about chakras, we learn about grids, we learn about how to do different healings, Lemurian culture, mystical animals, and a whole range of things. And I'll pop the link for my Nature's Healers course if you're interested in finding out more about it in the comment section in just a couple of minutes' time. So thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you really enjoyed learning about Aries. Tomorrow we're going to learn about another horny one, Taurus. So if you're a Taurus or you know a Taurus, make sure that you let them know that tomorrow's happening and we can find out all about them. We'll get the good stuff and the dirt. I'm Adam Barralet of Crystal Connections. Enjoy the new moon tonight. Blessed be.